Hey guys, Zangetsu 134 here, and I'm finally getting back to doing GARO vlogs. I meant to do this a couple of days ago, but I will admit I got a little bit lazy, and work was kind of being annoying, so yeah. But I've got some time off here, and so we're going to get right on rolling with GARO, Chapter of the Black Wolf, episodes 13 and 14. We're doing two and only get used to this once per series because I'm only doing this because episode 13 was a clip show! Yay! Anyway, so yeah, episode 13 is a clip show where Zarba narrates and discusses every character that's important to the plot up to this point. Going over the various characters, as well as them unveiling the new opening, Savior in the Dark, which they've already played once before. They played that during Koga's first battle with using Goten when he defeated Humpty. This is actually also the first episode to give names for every horror that Koga fought previously. I think some of them even got names in this one. But yeah, they do a music video showing for the new theme for GARO. It would premiere as the main theme of GARO in episode 14. And not only that, in episode 14, they also give us a new ending theme and new ending animation. So just Kaoru sitting in like a weird circle thingy painting. She's just walking around and chilling like a villain. Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't believe I just said that. Anyway. So yeah, episode 13 is not really all that important unless you haven't watched the first 12 episodes. But, I like it. It's kind of a fun one just because Zaruba gets to be snarky and make all sorts of jokes at the expense of the other characters and the horrors. It does end really hilariously because it's literally that Zaruba told us all of this while Koga was fighting horrors on a falling train car that was on fire in a random valley. And I'm like, what? What was that about? I want to see that. Give me the actual action. Ugh. Unbelievable. So yeah, it's not a bad little clip show, especially if you like Zaruba like I do. It's not bad. So 14, however, is all about Zero. And it's probably one of the reasons why I love Zero so much, and why he's my favorite character of this arc. We actually get to see his background before he became a Makai Knight, and his name was in fact not Rei Suzumura. His name was actually Ginga Suzumura. And the basic idea was that a long time ago, when he was younger, he was an adopted son of the previous Zero, who is dying at this point, and he raised the boy, which also proves that it's not a lineage thing. Like, if your lineage fails, you can take on an apprentice if you do not have a son to take on the title of your knighthood. Oh, bless me, pardon me. Sorry about that. Allergy season. So, yeah. So, Ginga is raised to be a Makai Knight, and he's also here engaged to marry like the adopted daughter as well. Like, he has an adopted daughter as well. That I think was to serve as his Gonza. But of course he falls in love with her named Shizuka. They talk about life and such, and while they're sad that the man's passing away, they have each other, so it's not so bad. And of course he also has Silva. Silva. Yeah, Silva. I don't know why I thought it was different. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Oh, I think it's gonna be a sneezy thing. I may have to go grab a tissue. So, anyway, So Ginga's about to go to sleep, and he wakes up thanks to Silva to find his father has been murdered and threw at the bottom of the steps, and that this mysterious knight is going to stab Shizuka through the chest, which happens, and he loses the two most important people in his life. And thanks to a random comment by Silva, she says that, like, the swordplay, which is, like, all she saw was him stabbing... Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm burping and sneezing. Trying really hard not to do that. Hold on a sec, guys. So... Okay. Sorry about that. You have a tissue. So anyway. Oh yeah. So Silva thinks it's Garo that killed Shizuka and his father and Genga's father. Even though probably by that point Koga was still training to become Garo. And if that was Garo, the knight armor we saw also clearly doesn't look like Garo. And even in the dark shadows that we see her murder the knight murder Shizuka in, there's no way you couldn't unrecognize the Garo armor. Purely because even in low light, that thing shines. Because it is pure gold. But anyway. And then we see a funeral thing where Ginga buries both his father, Shizuka, and himself, like, metaphorically. Basically, he decides that, I failed to protect the people that were important to me, why I became a Makai Knight. I can no longer be Ginga. I am zero. It's actually why what his name means, Rei Suzumura, actually, like, the kanji actually spells out zero. And oddly enough, Ginga, spelled out in Japanese, means Silver Fang, which is the nickname of Zero, the Silver Knight. So yeah. So Rei wakes up in the present. And he's all mopey. And Kaoru actually comes to his place with cake, knowing how much he loves sweets, and offers like a peace offering to try and get him to like work with Koga, since they're both Makai Knights and they should be working together. And then he tries to he acts like he's going to try and molest her or rape her. And so like I think the only thing that keeps it from happening further is Silva like screams stop, which distracts Rei long enough for Kaoru to slap him. But like it's clearly meant to be like a not actual thing, because afterwards he feels actually a lot of shame for it, especially because like she brought him cake and he even proceeds to eat the cake. And basically he did it because he wants her to stay away, because he, like, Koga doesn't want to kill her. He acts like he's going to a lot, but you can kind of see from the way he acts and from this, like, he doesn't want to kill someone that doesn't deserve to die. Like, even though she's, like, bathed in the blood of horror, he can't bring himself to do it. So yeah, so him and Koga then get more at odds, because Koga, like, Kaoru comes running home in tears, and he doesn't know why. Other than she says, like, it doesn't matter what happens between the two of you. And then Koga's like, oh, what did Rei do to her? Oh, I'm gonna kill him. One of these days, I'm gonna kill him. Okay, he doesn't do that because he's too stoic. But like, the look on his stoic face is all you need. Mostly because Kaoru really wants the two of them to work together, because she realizes that Koga could probably use a friend, and also that they should be working together because they're knights that protect people. But anyway, and it's also highlighted by the fact that she's making a painting of Koga, or of Garo and Zero, like, standing back to back fighting together, which I actually really like that picture, and I wish I could find a wallpaper of that, because it was really cool looking. But yeah, so while all this is going on, the Cerberus trio sends both Koga and Ray. Getting this so through the Eastern Watchdog. Black summons envelopes instead of the normal red ones that are like hunting orders. This is a black one, which I guess is special. I think it's supposed to be like an idea that's kind of like a super dangerous mission, which because later on they will have a Black Ops for the Makai Order, but like that's not for a while. So I would assume that those would actually be for them. But anyway, basically a massive gate is going to open, and 100 horrors are going to spill out of it unless a Makai Knight can defeat all of them and reseal the gate. And to do so, they actually have to go into the Makai realm. We actually get to see the first time Knights go into the Makai realm. And they can only, and it's them because they're the only Knights in range that actually have Mado horses at the moment. And so the two of them have to begrudgingly work together, and they have to, seal the portal. But when they get there, and fun fact, this is the first time we get to see Ray's Makai Fire, which is blue, and we actually get to see his Mado horse, which is probably my favorite Mado horse because it has this big blade on the head. It's not like unicorn like stick out. It actually it's like a blade that forms along its head, and it looks really cool. And it's oddly enough, his horse is named Ginga, which I'm guessing is because it's the Silver Fang of Zero. So obviously his dad named him after the horse, which is kind of weird. So I'm kind of glad Ray no longer calls himself Ginga. And so yeah, they get there and they find out it's not 100, it is thousands of horrors. And so they have to fight these things to keep them from getting to the portal. And we also get to see that the time limit on armors is actually suspended when they're in the Makai realm. Either meaning it lengthens the amount of time, or it literally is suspended until you leave the realm. But yeah, the plot basically is the two of them defeat it, and after they do so, they go back to the Cerberus trio and are like, what the heck? You lied to us. And they say, there was a lot more horrors than we suspected, but you guys did seal the gate, which is the most important thing, and you stopped it. And basically Koga and Zero leave, and they're like, yeah, something's up about that. There's something real sketchy. And basically this is where we get to the beginning of the second half of GARO. Mostly for the fact that they introduced a mysterious third knight, which obviously is going to play in later, since why would they introduce this knight otherwise, especially because it plays into the mystery of why Ray is after Koga. We also see that the Cerberus trio seem to be doing some sketchy stuff. And we also are beginning to see the beginning of Koga and Ray becoming friends. All in all, these two episodes are really good. I mostly recommend the clip show if you haven't watched the first half of the series. And episode 14, obviously, because it's actually where the plot that's going to serve as the finale to the series starts. So yeah, that's my review. Both really good episodes, and I think you should check them out. And hopefully, you guys won't have to wait as long for the next one. So until then, I'm Zangetsu 134, and I will catch you later.